Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm back again. It's Monday, and I'm here for a quick Monday motivation. I just wanted to come in real quickly and talk to you about knowing who you are. As we um, move forward in this goals journey that we're on in achieving our goals and reaching our purpose, a lot of times we are still figuring out who we are. And sometimes it causes us, as we're beginning to figure this out, to devalue who we are, to devalue uh, what we do, to devalue us. And this morning, I just wanted to come and give you a quick reminder uh, to know who you are. Um, I have a good friend, Pastor Shamila, who says, I hope you know how valuable you are. That's her signature statement. And it's one of the major things that we have to contemplate in knowing who we are, knowing our value, knowing we are enough. And so, as we continue on our journey this year to reach our goals, to know our purpose, and to move forward, I want you to know that your voice does count. A lot of times, what we find, especially when we are people who help, we find that we feel used and discarded as we move along. We do things and people will accept things and they will thank you for it. But then as soon as something else or someone else shows up, you feel like, well, dang, what just happened? I thought we were on this different space. You have to understand that your value is far more than anyone could understand until you understand it. You have to understand your value before anyone else, because this is how you begin to, one, protect yourself from these feelings that will come when people discard you. The next part is you have to know that what you do and who you are two different things. So what you do is a component of who you are, but it is not who you are. Your value comes in just because you're you, not what you do. And don't allow people, places, or things to put more value on what you do than who you are. And you just do the same. You don't put more value on what you do than who you are. A lot of times that is the thing that gets us all mixed up and twisted, is what we do defines us instead of who we really are. I can do a million things. Anyone who knows me know I can do just about anything you show me. I can complete just about anything. Once you show me a few times, I can pick it up and I can run with it. But with that being said, people begin to discard me because they don't understand that I am valuable. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, here we go. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Someone called me and knocked my camera out. But um who you are is so important, because who you are is what defines a lot of times what you can do. If I wasn't a person who can calculate and think things out quickly, I wouldn't be able to do what I can do. That's the same thing for you. Who you are is so important. What you can do is a byproduct of who you are. And so I want you to know how valuable it is who you are. And you have to take value in who you are first. Okay? You have to take value in who you are first. You have to be the first partaker of understanding you are valuable. You have to be the first person who say, I am valuable. My voice counts. I matter. Right? Because if we only find our value in what other folks say, then when they're not saying anything, I'm no longer valuable. Think about that. If you only find your value in what others say, then when they're not saying anything, your value diminishes. So I need you to remember how valuable you are. I need you to remember who you are. We look at the Lion King, and one thing, a big part of the Lion King is Rafiki says to Simba, remember who you are. And so today I say to you, remember who you are, not what you do, but who you are, because who you are is valuable. who you are gives you the ability to do what you do, right? So we have to really begin to look within. We have to really begin to know who we are. We have to really begin to value who we are. That way, when those outside influences and those outside powers don't validate who we think we are, don't validate who we know we are, don't validate where we've been, we're still validated within because we've already done the work of knowing who we are. So this morning motivation is know who you are. Remember how valuable you are. Remember you are somebody. In the words of the late Reverend Jesse Jackson, you are somebody, and you do matter. You do count, and your voice does matter. Look, I hope and pray that this helps you as much as it's been helping me. And I pray that you have an amazing week, an amazing day, and know how valuable you are. Bye, everybody. See you next time.